Hello and welcome to another video of mine, brand new video. This is Kringle Talks Football after the whistle performance from the Arsenal versus Manchester United 0-0 draw reaction video. Before we go any further, if you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell. Every time I upload a video you'll be notified. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, follow me on everything, my podcast platform, whatever's there, follow me on it. Yeah, let's do it. So a little bit of a rundown of what's going to happen today. Obviously the usual, the lineup, talk about the lineup, discuss that lineup, good bad performances of the players that played yesterday, what it means going forward, going into the game against Wolves on Tuesday night, and a little bit of a closing statement. So jump straight into the lineup, which was pretty much the same team that played against Southampton, except surprise inclusion was Gabriel Martinelli came in for Bukayo Saka, who had a sore hip, I believe, was injured, so he was rested by Mikel Arteta. He should be back and available for the Wolves game. Aubameyang missed out again, and also Kieran Tierney missed out. Cedric played at left back again, continued at left back, and then the same team, Leno, Bellerin, Holding, Luis, Cedric, Xhaka, Partey, and then it was Pepe, Smith-Rowe, Martinelli and Lacazette up front, and the inclusion of Martin Odegaard on the bench, which was a positive sign as well to see. So opening exchanges of the game, it was very sloppy from an Arsenal perspective in terms of, in fact, the whole game itself. A couple of misplaced passes. I thought Manchester United pressed us really well, and they were causing us problems, especially in the press. We were trying to play out the same thing that we did to Southampton. We were trying to play out, and it wasn't really coming off much. And they were able to get into higher pressing areas and force us into some mistakes. I think early on a couple of balls were given away from the likes of Cedric, from the likes of Bellerin. Partey had a game like that all game, to be fair. We were slowly getting into the game, and when we did beat the press, we were making chances, we were creating some chances. Nicola Pepe had a couple of opportunities where he done his usual sort of used the defender as the dummy sort of in front of the keeper, where he tried to curl it into the bottom post. I can't think of many real chances we had in that first half. Leno made a fantastic save from a Fred half volley, I think it was. The ball came from a corner, it was headed out by Holding. He took one touch and just tried to sort of curl it into the top corner, and Leno made a fantastic save. So and I think a couple of other opportunities. I think Manchester United went through on goal. Rashford could have taken it first time and he didn't, and he tried to cut it back, and eventually the ball got cut out, and I know from Twitter anyway, a lot of Manchester United fans were not happy with that moment. So then, we had there was one incident, it was quite funny. I think it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was shouting to Rashford saying, take on Martinelli, he can't defend, every opportunity, take him on. And then Pogba played an amazing ball, and I think Martinelli must have made up ground of about 20 yards in the space of about a second, but managed to clear a header away, which was lovely to see. It was a nice little moment to see. So that was really the first half. We didn't create, like I said, a lot of chances. There was another moment where we broke away, and I think we'd beaten the press. Lacazette had the ball, was carrying the ball forward. Manchester United was dropping off. He had the opportunity to play Martinelli in, and he decided to take the shot from outside the box. And unless you're a worldie at the moment, you're not going to beat David De Gea from that point. So first half was quite sloppy in terms of Arsenal's possession, in terms of Arsenal's passing, and then the second half, Gabriel Martinelli came off at half time, Willian came on, and I know that I got a lot of texts at half time and a lot of seen on a lot of Twitter that people were not happy with the fact that Willian came on. Me myself, I wasn't, but credit to Willian, I thought he had a really good game. Opening 5 minutes we created a lot of chances. We had the Pepe opportunity where he cut the ball back and Pepe sort of hit it into Maguire's leg. Willian himself should have scored. The ball got played across. I think Wan-Bissaka misjudged his header, came to Willian. All he had to do was sort of smash it into the back of the net, tried to place it, and by the time he'd got himself set, Wan-Bissaka was back up on his feet and blocked the shot. So the opening exchanges from the Arsenal point of view in the second half was really positive. We were pressing them a lot higher. We made some more chances in the second half, but we just couldn't find anything. And then Manchester United had a lot of good chances themselves. In fairness, a good chance themselves. The Cavani open goal, which I've looked at the replays. I don't think Leno touches the ball at all. And I think the referee just felt bad for him because he missed that open goal. I don't think he could believe it, so he thought it must have come off an Arsenal player. The sort of bicycle kick from Cavani as well, which went just wide. Again, should have scored it. Don't know how he missed it. And look, individual performances, I thought the referee had a shocking game. I thought Fernandes was lucky not to escape a yellow card for the way he raked down the back of Xhaka's legs. Maguire probably could have got himself sent off for 2 challenges. There was a challenge like where we had the ball, I think Lacazette, not necessarily through on goal, but he'd sort of broken between the 2 defenders. The ball played through to him. He got the ball. Maguire made a really sloppy challenge, didn't even get booked, and then made another one on the edge of the box. And Lacazette was the last man, didn't get booked for that. It was like the referee was just the most inconsistent yesterday. So good, bad performances. I thought Granit Xhaka had a really good game. I thought David Luiz had a really good game, and I thought Rob Holding, all 3 of them, from a defensive point of view, were fantastic. Nicola Pepe, from an offensive point of view, I thought he probably had one of his best games since the FA Cup final. I thought he was outstanding. Every time, like usually when he gets the ball, he does little tricks and he always loses the ball. But yesterday he was excellent. He was really, really good with the ball, trying to take people on, beating his man, and trying to take some shots. I think he had 3 or 4 shots in the end. None of them went on target, don't get me wrong, but it was a positive sign to see. And the only real bad performance, it wasn't a bad performance as such, it was just a sloppy performance, was Thomas Partey. And he even recognised it himself on his Instagram, saying that it wasn't his best performance. But he didn't have the best performance, and that was really only it, to be fair. I was happy to see Martin Odegaard come on as well, get 10 minutes. He looked tidy on the ball. He didn't really have the ball much. I think he must have only made about 3 or 4 touches and passes. So there's never enough time to see really what he could do. But it was a nice thing to see him get on the pitch. And reports this week coming out that Maitland-Niles might be available for loan. Southampton are interested. West Brom were interested, and it'll be nice to see him get some loan time if he can go on loan into his preferred positions, at least centre mid. There was talk between Southampton and Arsenal that if we do let him go to Southampton, that we could get Ryan Bertrand in return, because obviously we need a left back. There was rumours last night coming out from the Mirror, I think it was, that we're interested in Patrick Van Aanholt. I mean, I'm not. If we offer him a 1-year deal, fine. Let's not do what we've done with Willian. Offer him a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal like we did with Cedric. Give him a 1-year deal, give him a 2-year deal, fine. Because after that, you can just bring a youth player through. We've got a couple of good left backs in the youth team that they can come through. The likes of Joel Lopez, who needs good couple more years in the under 18s, under 23s, where he can really push on and progress. And then I think we're pretty good with the rest of the team. Going into the game against Wolves, little closing statement going into the game against Wolves, I think the overall riding factor on Arsenal is that a 0-0 draw against Manchester United is never a bad thing. But the current situation, I think, where we are sat, with 8 clean sheets out of 9 games, I think we could have hurt them and damaged them. And look, we were out without 3 of our best players. Probably 3 of our best players this season, especially 2 of them with Saka and Tierney. And obviously Aubameyang was still missing as well. So to see those 3 not playing and to still put in a performance like we did, it was encouraging. Against the Manchester United, who were pretty much at full strength. McTominay came off after half an hour. He needed the shits. Or he had the shit, shall I say. And he just couldn't hold it in. So, going into the game against Wolves, it's going to be an interesting game, because I think they've just come off the back of a defeat against Crystal Palace. And I'll try and do a preview video for that on Monday at some point. But guys, until next time, like I said at the start of the video, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, follow my podcast journey, available on all platforms. And until next time, guys, 0-0 draw, like I said, is never a bad thing against Manchester United. So let's take the positives again into the next couple of tough fixtures we've got coming ahead of us. All right. Until next time.